How do you become an HVAC technician? Is it with school and a certification? I had this comment, and it was a question maybe a week ago. And I thought to myself, I've done videos like this, like, how do you become an HVAC technician? I'm pretty sure. And what do you do when you get out of school? But I thought, what's it going to hurt to do another one? It's not. Plus, I'm helping people out there that really want this career. They want this choice for their career to be an HVAC technician. And I really can provide some insight after, more than 2 decades in the field. So here we go. How do you become an HVAC technician? Is it with school? Is it with a certification? Absolutely not. You don't have to be in school or have gone to school to be an HVAC technician, and you don't need a certificate. I know plenty of so-called HVAC technicians or contractors that know nothing about HVAC that have that certificate, that have went to school, don't have any idea of what they're doing. I've hired people that went to be an HVAC technician, and they were in school for 2 years. And when they got out, they had no clue of what to do in the field. The field is the real teacher. That's what gives you the skills, because you need experience. Experience, I've said in lots of my videos, experience is the best teacher. Do you need a certificate to handle refrigerant? Absolutely. EPA, you need to take the core, type 1, 2, 3, universal, then you can handle refrigerant. So legally, yes, you have to have that, but that's less than $100. You could probably get that online, have it proctored by maybe a local distributor, and boom, you got that, right? The test is easy, it's very short, and it's simple. So easy to get. Go check out the website down the link in the description to learn more about getting your EPA. As far as school, if you don't have employer connections for the school that you're attending, you don't have real hands-on experience, you're not going and actually doing HVAC work when you're in school, then when you get out of school, you're going to be like some of the people that I've hired that have no idea what they're doing. They don't have any idea of how to use a vacuum pump, how to braze, static pressure, airflow, the refrigeration cycle, how to charge a unit, superheat, subcooling. They definitely don't know anything about sheet metal work. And if you really want to be good and advance in this career, you need to know everything. You need to know the install side of things, the service. A lot of these HVAC technicians are graduating. They're getting with a company. They're making really good money, knowing nothing, and then they're put in a sales position. The business model of the industry has changed, right? It's not good. Like, we're not really feeding these newer technicians, these younger technicians that don't know anything. We're not feeding them with knowledge of how to service. We're feeding them with knowledge of how to sell. So when you go to maybe clean a unit, they're like, hey, see if you can push this indoor air quality product. And that's not how we really help and add value to the consumers in this industry, right? These consumers are grandparents and people's family members, and we need to treat them with care and actually give a crap, right? We need passion for what we do. And when we provide passion, we have passion, and we provide care, then we add that value. People know we want to take care of them. They trust us. We have a good relationship. It's more than just going out and providing a service, right? It's about building that relationship. And if you don't know anything and you don't get with a company who wants to train you, then you're out there not building a good reputation because you're not providing a good service. You're out there ruining your name, working for somebody who just wants you to sell, and the money is not, it's just not worth it, right? The relationships and the connections are worth way more. That's what I've learned. Do you need school? No, because I've hired technicians that went to school for 2 years that had no idea what they were doing when they got out. All I cared about was if they were honest. I wanted them to be honest. Because if you're honest, I'm willing to teach you. If you're not honest and you're arrogant, I don't want nothing to do with you. I definitely don't want you on my team. I want team members who work together and have the same goal of helping the community, right? Helping people. People helping people. So be careful. When you go to a school, you want a teacher that's pushing you to learn, that's out there taking you to jobs, helping you to work and learn how to work on these pieces of equipment that you're going to have to work on when you get out in the field. So that's school, you don't need it. You need to get to work. Certificate, you can get it later on down the road. Don't handle refrigerant right off the bat. Go into cleaning units. Of course, you need to check the charge, but you can do that. You just can't handle refrigerant. So I would say if you're in between going to school right now and getting those certificates and actually going to work, go to work. That is my opinion. I think I started working before I ever went to HVAC school. So for me, in a lot of these states, there's no legal requirement to go to HVAC school. So you can just go out there and start working for a company as an apprentice, as a journeyman, work your way up like I did. When I started, I made $5 an hour. I think it was like 15 years later, because I got a dollar raise every year, right? 15 years later, I was making $20 an hour. It wasn't until the last 5 or so years where I'm actually making really good money. First, I built everything, right? I built all my understanding, got my skills up, got my tools, and then after that, I realized what I could do, right? It takes 5 years to be a good technician. I've always said this, 5 years to be a really good technician. So at year number 1, you shouldn't expect to make a lot of money. You shouldn't be expecting to make $30 an hour or even $20 an hour. You should be happy with your, I don't know, $12, $15 an hour. Once you get your skills, you get your understanding, then that's where you go, man, I'm getting good and I'm worth more. So you're worth what you know, right? Just want to do this video real quick. If you're out there and you're like, where do I start? I really want to know where to start. Get some tools, all right? Then start reading manuals. Then go clean your friend's unit, clean your family's unit. Go to your favorite restaurant. Do you have anybody change your filters? Start changing filters. What did you just do? You built a relationship. You got a connection. Now you actually have somebody who needs the service, right? This is how you build a business. If you want more videos like this, go check out my playlist, HVAC Tips for Technicians, right? I implore you. If you have no knowledge, I've got hundreds of videos of live experience in the field as a technician to help you be a better technician. So go check out all those videos. It would take you a month, every day, 8 hours a day to get through that content. It would take you probably more than that. But if you did that, I guarantee you'd have a really good understanding of what this field is all about. And remember, we're all learning. And if you don't like learning, you don't like living. Learning is living. This is what makes me happy. It's also what makes me angry sometimes when I'm trying to learn something new and I just can't get it or I don't understand it or I'm not saying it right? Or I'm not using it right. It's okay. I use my anger to push me more, right? Just like fear. You know, some may say fear is bad, but I feel like that it's what keeps you, if you're afraid, you're going to move, right? Out of necessity, you're going to do this. So I'm not saying stay afraid or angry because both of those can be bad for you, but I'm just trying to tell you more about how I feel and maybe that'll help you in your feelings. You've been watching HVAC Tips for Technicians. I'm Tad, this was Taddy Digest, and I'll keep you cool if you let me.